I want to make this very clear, very concise. So I watch all my own videos. I try to make sure that they're as good as possible, to make sure that they're as enjoyable as possible, and constantly adapt and evolve as a content creator throughout the years. If you guys know, I used to yell a lot in my videos, and now I'm not doing that. And finding a way to succeed while losing my shtick was very difficult. Took me a little bit to figure it out, but here we are. I just need to slow things down and be more confident in who I am, because my blood pressure could not handle me screaming 24/7, and to be honest, it was exhausting. But a lot of people, and I'm just gonna mainly address this about the whole "you've changed" thing, and yeah, I used to make a lot of gacha content, and to be honest, I still have. In the past 10 days, I've uploaded about 13 videos about gacha games. However, I've uploaded about 40 videos that are non-gacha. But the thing is that that's how many videos I was uploading before. However, now I'm just adding some extra things because I upload 5 videos a day. And some people were worried that I'm abandoning my audience, and I'm going to be real. I'm really not going to do that. But you have to understand. And I made a video, or there was a clip about me about this. That was me talking about my feeling about gacha games, where I said gacha games are kind of weird right now. There's not really anything going on. And what I meant by that is there's a lot of things going on for players. There's not that much going on for creators. And if you think I'm wrong about this, I encourage you to watch the whole video, and hopefully you understand why I'm doing what I have to do. So just to let you guys know, I'm playing a bunch of gacha games, but I'm playing them off stream. I'm about to beat Abyss 3 in Wizardry. I just got my Cinderace Gigantamax in Pokemon Go. I just went on my Limited Company account to pull the new unit and fix up my account. I played about 8 hours of Ethereal Restart yesterday, and I'm building my, oh God, the black man with the big sword. I forget his name. I'm prepping for guild battle, and it's been great. I went on Wuthering Waves to actually see if Cantarella's passive was actually that game-breaking as people were saying, again, just to make sure I wasn't crazy, and even still, it does fucking nothing. Why are you complaining about a swimming passive when you can fucking fly? Yes, big black man with the sword, his name is Messiah. Thank you so much. But some people were wondering on why I'm not making more gacha game videos, because 13, isn't enough. I mean, yeah, I think my videos have been pretty good. I've been really enjoying them. Also, I've gained over 100,000 subscribers in the past 50 days, which I really appreciate. Twitch has been kind of going hard on me. The body cam police footage I've been really enjoying. Talking about deeper, more meaningful issues has also been a lot of fun. YouTubers getting butt fucked in prison was hilarious. iDubbbz is an idiot. Hassan's retarded. People going after Nicholas just for being my friend. Paimon's voice actor being fucking dumb. Me and Asmongold causing absolute havoc on this platform. And Twitch getting sued. There's a lot of things to talk about right now as a creator outside of the gacha space, but there's not really that much to talk about inside the gacha space. So for example, I heard Zenless Zone Zero 2.0 was fucking garbage, and I'm not gonna take people's words for it. I'm gonna go find that out for myself once I get unbanned on Twitch, because that's the platform mainly for gaming. Gaming on YouTube and gaming on Kick doesn't perform well as gaming on Twitch, right? I know, imagine that. So I'm waiting to do that until I get unbanned on Twitch, which, to be honest, was supposed to be 2 days ago, because my appeal got approved because they said it was bullshit for what I got fucking banned for, yet for some reason I couldn't get unbanned because it's the fucking weekend, and here we are. But the other thing that I would really like you guys to understand the importance of this is, being a controversial content creator, like I am myself, is essentially me going to war with everyone. It is. And I need a way to strengthen my troops to make sure I don't get overtaken and I don't get killed. Now, what do I mean by that? There's a lot of very bad content creators on this platform, mainly Hassan's orbit, and pretty much any activist on Twitter. The trans activists have been absolutely fucking ripping me apart on Twitter, which is just like embarrassing as shit. So I had to work on that. And there's a lot of people going after me on YouTube. There's a lot of people going off me on streaming. And so I had to bolster my resolve. I had to bolster my armies, because I need to make sure that when these people come at me, they don't leave unscathed, or I can completely obliterate them. And I need to make sure that I can preserve myself. So let's talk about my strengths and weaknesses. So on YouTube, on stream, I was mainly known as a gacha content creator, right? This doesn't exactly give me access to any means of self-defense when these other streamers, when these other content creators come at me, because my community cared about gacha games and they don't really give a fuck about any of this bullshit. Yet, you know, some of the companies that I work for do care about this bullshit. So people got away with bad-mouthing me. People got away with besmirching me, defaming me, slandering me, literally convicted, or alleging me of crimes. I don't hold this against you guys because I know I'll always have a nice safety net of, well, I can always go back to playing gacha. And I'll always be successful as a gacha creator. I know I will, because I do what a lot of people don't do, which is, you know, be as truthful as I possibly can with my audience. Now, obviously, there are other content creators that do that. I've just been the guy who's been doing it the longest. I found out some very, very interesting things about some content creators who work with companies a little bit more than they let you guys know about, and look forward to that in a upcoming video, because yes, I promise you, the rabbit hole goes deeper. And man, is it bad, but it's so important to me that I deem it worth its own video. And yeah, man, that one is bad. But now I'm dipping my toes into not politics, making fun of political streamers, having fun with police body cam footage, and just doing general commentary of how the world is today in 2025. Maybe you consider that politics. I don't. I just consider it common fucking sense. That's just me, and that's the way that I'll always do things. I'm not looking for what terms I need to use properly. I'm just like, oh, this thing's really dumb. Oh, this thing makes sense. That person's retarded. If you call that politics, you can, but for me, it's just common fucking sense. And at the end of the day, my grandpa told me, listen, son, you're either far right or you're far wrong. And that's why I'm now an alt-right grifter. As many people are saying on Twitter. Jesus Christ. I digress. I've now sufficiently built up a method to where these people can't metaphorically rape my fucking career by lying about me, because now I actually have people who give a fuck to say, hey, this shit you're saying about Tectone isn't true. Hey, what you're doing is slander. That's libel. That's defamation. And what has happened over the past 45 months, or 45 days to 50 days, is now I have a way, I will have people who are good, honest people who are there to correct the information. And I've kind of formed two separate audiences now that I'm trying to merge, but they probably won't ever merge. But yeah, I have two separate audiences now, and one of these are very beneficial, and I'm incredibly grateful for the amount of support that I have on my channel, because it kind of sucked having people wanting to ruin my life 24/7. I'm sure if you've watched my channel ever, you've heard the worst shit about me more than any other human being, and it's gone uncorrected, unceremoniously for years. I mean, the shit that I've had to endure is fucking insane. I'm very grateful for the friends that I have who've stuck their neck out for me. There's not that many, but the ones who do, I always appreciate. Yeah, Tectone did 9/11. Yeah, no, of course. And the other thing is, now on Twitter, I've gained 20,000 new followers, which has been very good. I started streaming on Twitter, so now I have people to correct the misinformation on that. And there was even a person calling me out the other day that my community, my new community, actually got them community noted, which is something that I've never experienced before, ever. People actually went out and corrected misinformation that was slandering me, which was amazing. There was a deranged, drunken psychopath that was claiming that they lived with me and I was an abuser, and then that person actually got community noted and said, hey, this person's just fucking lying about Tectone, they're full of shit, don't believe them, which has been fucking amazing. Twitch, I've become a fucking martyr. They banned me, and my sacrifices will hopefully help catapult the platform, or at least the streamers, into success. Kick fucking loves me. YouTube's been fucking great. My biggest weakness is, and you guys try to figure this out, what platform do you think I'm weak on? Where do you think I don't have soldiers to take care of this shit? Where do you think the slander is on an all-time high? Reddit. Reddit. Reddit is another platform that I'm never really going to touch. I mean, Reddit is pretty much a gathering of cesspool of professional retards where they can just go ahead and slander you non-fucking stop. There's nothing really you can do. Every single big Reddit is brigaded, and I don't feel like being a brigader of like pushing an agenda. However, I do appreciate when my community corrects the wrongs that happen towards me on a daily fucking basis. It's insane. I mean, if you've ever seen live stream fails, I mean, that community is literally just Hassan's community and Mizkif's community. Two communities that fucking hate my guts. And everybody fucking knows it. But the thing is that if I were to just go back to Gacha and just talk about Gacha, it's like, what do you want me to talk about? I am trying to go forward and be a lot more fair with my videos. I'm trying to be very fair with the feedback and the criticism that I give the games, but the more I stay in a game that I'm not happy with, the angrier that I will be, and I won't be able to make truthful content because I'll get that negative perspective. That's the reason why a lot of the people in the Gacha community are very overly positive or they're overly negative based on whether they're really enjoying the game or whether they're not. And mediocrity, a middle experience, will always lead to not caring, aka not talking. So you're either going to get overly positive or overly negative. I am trying very hard to be as fair and as open and as truthful as I possibly can about all these video games, because I don't want to risk putting out any overly aggressive, unnecessary hatred. Like, I honestly, to be completely fair, 3 years ago, I used to do quite common because I was fucking miserable in Genshin Impact. And even though the game fucking sucked, I didn't need to say it 8 times every fucking day. Now I'll only do it once a day. So we're experiencing character growth. But yeah, I don't want anybody to think that things are changing or things are never going to be the same or that I'm leaving Gacha. I'll never leave Gacha. It's fun. I'll always talk about it when things are cool, when things are fun. But the thing about me is I'm never going to force content. If I've uploaded the video, it's because you know that I wanted to upload that video, and I'm not just doing it to get a paycheck. I'm not just doing it because, oh, well, I need to hit my fucking upload schedule. Like, I'll be real. I'm uploading 5 videos a day. I have 30 more videos backlogged because I'm having so much fun right now that I'm recording like 12 videos a day. Like, I really am becoming the arbiter of slop. It's great. I mean, things are good. I just want you to know when things are happening in Gacha games as a content creator, I'll be there. And if they're not, then I'm just gonna play casually offline. I'm not gonna force Gacha content. I don't think running around in a Gacha game doing your dailies is particularly good content. I think there's more meaningful things that I can do. I think people who praise content creators who just like go live, read the messages in their chat, and then grind a Gacha game, that's just not content for me. I don't think that makes it bad content, but I don't think it's like particularly thought-provoking to where I don't really bother with doing that. I do think it is good. I mean, there's a lot of my friends that do that, and that's okay. But I am trying very hard to make content that makes people think, content that makes people grow, including myself. I've been reading books. Okay, well, that's not true. I've been listening to audiobooks. I actually listened to the entirety of, I shit you not, I listened to the entirety of Sun Tzu's Art of War yesterday while I was lifting in the gym. I really am trying to get more educated and be able to put my thoughts into words a little bit easier while still speaking in layman's and avoid these political commentators that can only talk to you by using these words that you either need to know the latest buzzword or 18 years of education to use a word that's 18 times more complicated than just using the word better or no longer here. And I think overcomplicated rhetoric is just like, what are you doing? Overcomplicated words. What are you doing? It's just fucking dumb. I like speaking in layman's. I like speaking to where everybody can understand me, and that's because I got a proper education. But things are crazy right now. I don't think that I'm ever moving away from Gacha, but I'm just uploading a lot of other things alongside it. Don't get me wrong, and I would like to prove this with my words. Let's see if I can find it. Let's pull this shit up right here. It's like when 2.4 was announced, I immediately made a video about my reaction for 44 minutes, and then I immediately did a Gacha cast talking to everybody about how everybody feels. And I did try to make things happen by uniting as many content creators as I possibly could to give their thoughts to you. But I'm not gonna do anything more where it's like, the developer live stream came out, what you missed from the live stream, talking about every single character from the live stream, talking about, am I gonna pull or am I gonna skip that character? Talking about where I think they go on a tier list. Then going through the patch notes that they just released from the developers right now to see if they changed anything. Oh, they didn't. Breaking down every single quality of life and then constructively criticizing what I liked and what I didn't like. That's just forcing content. It is. And that's not something that I want to do. And I hope you guys will believe me. I have such a unoptimistic feeling about this video because, whether you guys want to admit it or not, the Gacha community is fucking unreasonable sometimes. Imagine how many people have fucked me over in this space, and then I made a video talking about why these people suck fucking ass, but because that happened 8 months ago, I'm supposed to forget that they ever did that shit to me. They're retarded. There's absolutely so many fucking retards in this community. It's fucking insane. Which is why I'm happy, because the more I branch out, the more of the hardcore Gacha players all vet the fuck out of my community, and I can just go back to having casual enjoyers because that's what I am. It's so fucking gay how many people call me a tourist as a derogatory, when in reality, yeah, I'm a tourist because I want to be a tourist. I don't want to pander to hardcore gacha players because I'm not a hardcore player. And being held up to hardcore standards is weird as fuck. I have people saying, you need to go in and do this part of the game because I want to see you do it. You guys understand I'm not going to play it unless I want to do it. And I mean this genuinely. I really don't give a fuck if you want me to do something if I don't. It's called YouTube, not UsTube. So I'm trying to find people that like what I do, and that way I can enjoy my fucking life without being told, if you don't have 100% completion in Wuthering Waves and have done every single quest in the game and you beat every single quest on cooldown, you're just a tourist. If you're not in Kanto 9 by now in Limbus, you're playing the game wrong. Shut up. I'm not here to play the games like everybody else wants me to play them. I'm going to play them when I want to play them. Because, guys, that's how people play video games. And while you may see a lot of content creators play video games that way, that's not how normal people play the game. And you may see a ton of people on Twitch that saying, yeah, I play every day. Yeah, I play every day. That's because you're a hardcore player. And hardcore players watch streamers play hardcore. Do you know how hardcore of a gacha player you have to be to sit there for 6 weeks straight, do your dailies while watching another streamer do their dailies? If you don't think you're hardcore doing that, I don't know what you want me to tell you. So just understand, when all you do is eat, sleep, shit, the same game, that's because you're a hardcore player, and I am not a hardcore player. What am I? I'm a guy who's trying to get my life in order. I'm a guy who's trying to get educated. I'm a guy who's trying to start a family. I'm a guy who's really trying to grow up as an adult, because I think for 30 years of my life, I grew up as a fucking kid. I'm just trying to mature a little bit, be a little bit more aware of my shortcomings, and I'm really trying to work on myself because I have a lot of issues. I know I have a lot of issues, and I'm trying to work on those things rather than just grind a fucking video game because somebody on YouTube got really upset because I haven't uploaded the Wuthering Waves video in 3 days. So don't worry, things aren't changing for the worse. Nothing's going anywhere. We're just adding a little bit extra on top. And I really hope that you guys will believe me. If not, well, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.